What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day of Whitley Auto Works. Recently we did a video doing baby powder and paint, and you guys really liked this test panel, but you guys had a lot of questions that were left unanswered, and I'm kind of like you guys. I haven't seen anybody else cover it. They have been throwing baby powder and paint, but they don't really show what happens after the fact and, you know, what you can actually do with it. So we're going to test the limits of the baby powder paint job today, guys. We're going to put clear coat over it. We're going to sand it. And we're just going to all in all see how it performs, how it reacts. And, you know, it's just something we can actually do and add more character to, you know, change it up. This channel is all about experimenting with different, you know, forms of paint and everything else. And, yeah, so let's get into it. Let me show you what we got. So just a quick refresher. This is my dark violet paint job, RUSTOLEUM paint job, and my test panel I did the other day with baby powder in this part of it. And, you know, turned out pretty cool. Definitely a very interesting experiment. But now, the next question. One, can you sand on it? Can you clear coat it? Can you do anything you want with it? And, you know, will it react with the clear? What will it do? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. So, I'm going to grab me a little bit of a red Scotch-Brite. And let's go to sanding on it. Let's see if we can't smooth it out. And let's see what you can do with a baby powder paint job. Really quick, one person was disappointed the other day I didn't do a tape pull. So here's the tape pull for you guys. If I can get it. All right. Oh, hang on. Tape broke. Yep. I know. A lot of you guys are probably like, shut up. There's your tape pull, guys. Alright guys, so a couple questions you guys were asking the other day is, one, will this panel actually sand smooth even though it's got the baby powder in it? Honestly, it doesn't have much texture, but it does kind of feel like plastic dip. If you've ever felt that kind of rubbery type feeling, which is kind of awesome, you know, being the baby powder in it. I'm going to sand both sides with this right here. All I got right here is a red Scotch-Brite and some Dawn dish soap and some water. Guys, so I'm going to lightly go over the whole thing, scuff it up just so it'll have a good mechanical bond for the clear coat stick. And as we're going, I'll try and answer some of the questions that you guys have. So, alright, let's get to sanding. Alright, so starting off, let's get to sanding. A lot of you guys were asking, will it lose its color when you go to sanding on it? Well, what does it even look like if you put water on it? Well, let's find out, guys. I mean, the baby powder is in all the paint, and it was mixed actually in paint, so the color and everything should be throughout the whole piece. So what it's going to do as I sand on it and try to smooth it out, I don't really know yet. Basically, this is just to give it a good mechanical bond. And if you've ever checked body work, you know that when the water recedes on a part like right there, that's how you know it still needs to be sanded more for it to have a good mechanical bond to stick. So what I'm going to do is go over the whole thing and just smooth it out, guys, just very gently, because I don't want to mess the overall finish up, and I don't know how it's going to affect the overall finish because I've never done this before. So I just want to get it just smooth enough so that the new clear will have something to bond to. And that's the game plan with this. Obviously, I love getting any imperfections out, but this is just a test panel, so alright. And from the looks of it, I don't have any water trying to separate and run away and beat up in any areas. I don't think so. I think this is going to be good. And it still has some texture to it, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. And what this will do with clear over top, I really don't know. But I don't want to mess the finish up, so I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to go to this other side where I just did the regular old RUSTOLEUM velvet. And I'm going to wet sand this and get this smooth. And then we'll clear this whole thing and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so this is just a test panel, so I just got it scuffed up good enough to clear so everything will bond correctly. As far as the way it feels, guys, it still has a little bit of texture, but it did actually kind of smooth out, which is kind of weird. So regardless of my results, they're probably not going to be perfect on this just because, like I said, test panel. But scuffed up good enough. Alright, let's mix up some clear coat and let's see what happens when you put clear over baby powder paint job. Alright guys, so the clear I'm going to be using today is Finish One FC720. Sorry, the label's off of it, but if you've seen the brand, you've seen me use it on the channel before, it's this stuff right here. This is a standard hardener. It's a good high solids clear. It works great with Rust-Oleum paint jobs. I've had 0 reactions with it, and it's the only clear other than Nason, I think 496. The automotive 2K urethane clear is the only other one I haven't had any reactions with Rust-Oleum paint jobs. So it mixes 4 to 1. I got me a little mixing cup right here today. It's not going to take a whole lot. Probably about, let's see, I'll do about 5, let me do 6 ounces. 6 ounces in the clear. Like I said, it does mix 4 to 1. So at 6 ounces, I'm going to need about 1.5 ounces of the hardener. So I'm going to put some of this hardener right here. It's a medium temp. It's right, currently it's 80 degrees. The humidity is up today. It's about 72% humidity. So I'm going to do that real quick. And yeah, trying to get out here and do this for you guys before it gets too hot, because we have been experiencing a lot of heat here in North Carolina lately. And you guys know, like I know, when you're painting, heat is not your friend. Humidity's even worse. And yeah, orange peel galore and everything else. So alright, so that's my finished one clear mix. I'm using my Arita paint gun here today. It's kind of my go-to paint gun for most of this stuff. And let's move back over to the panel. I'm going to load this up and let's see if we can clear this baby powder paint job. Alright guys, so I got my paint gun loaded up with clear here. Like I said, this is my Arita paint gun. It's an LVLP paint gun. I shoot with a 1.3 tip at 28 psi wide open trigger. So adjust your paint guns if you want to my settings. And yeah. So I'm going to do a consistent coat on this and probably 2 coats, get a good effect, and let's see if it reacts, let's see how it performs. And yeah, I'm going to put my mask on and let's get spraying. Alright guys, so here you go. This is what it looks like when you clear coat a baby powder paint job. Look at that. It has a weird, look at that texture. I mean, that is really crazy. I'm going to try and pick it up on camera. But very cool, very different. You do see my sanding marks and stuff like that. So I definitely say use a flat block so you don't get these sanding marks in it if you decide to do this full scale. This was just a test panel for me, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to show you guys the results you can get and expect. And then there's my regular old Rust-Oleum side, same thing. Use a flat block, guys. You don't want to see these lines in it, and that's why You see them. So, all right. All right, guys, so you were asking whether or not you could clear coat a baby powder or Rust-Oleum paint job. Would we get reactions, and what would the color look like? Obviously, it was very powdery looking in its old form, and then now it's like a gloss purple version. Very interesting, very different ways of getting custom cool paint jobs between this all the way to this. But hey, that's what this channel is all about, experimenting with different things, trying new things. Now, obviously, with the clear coat over top, you can cut and buff it. You can make it your own. Like I said, if you decide to sand and try this yourself, definitely use a flat block of some sort so you don't leave hand impressions. Like I said, this was just a test panel for me to see if it could be done, to see if the clear would do anything weird over top of the baby powder side or whatever else. And honestly, guys, it's setting up fine just like the other paint job. Yeah, it has a few little bubbles in it, but that's something that can be addressed just like any other trash. You can cut and buff it out and get a good quality finish. And it's definitely really cool if you wanted to use something like this for some graphics or whatever, because you do see kind of that weird texture up under the clear. It's kind of hard to explain. It'd be easier to see in person, but it's almost like a velvety looking underlayer. I mean, it's just a little bit different than this right here, which is kind of cool. It's like a, just, I don't know. It's just one of those things, guys. You'll have to try it and see it in person, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. But nonetheless, it made for a very cool experiment. And if you guys liked it, rate it 1 through 5, 1 through 10. If you like these crazy experiments like this, then definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, ring that bell notification so you don't miss an episode. And before you click away, please leave me a quick like and comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys for sticking with me and watching the channel. And we're going to keep doing more crazy experiments, more product reviews, more paint jobs, a little bit of everything on this channel, guys. We're just getting ramped up good. So definitely join me for the next episode. I'm John from WHITLEY Auto Works. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next one.